What does that look like? Well, it starts off with a bare bones chart. This is a daily chart, and I'm using the Swiss franc here. It could be any chart, any pair, but you want to start with one currency pair in this mentorship. You want to specifically deal with one. I would recommend you doing something apart from the British pound and the euro, only because you're going to see me specifically dealing with that in this individual mentorship. But you want to be doing something with a currency pair that is not being utilized in this mentorship. So that way you're getting a unique perspective that you yourself have arrived at using this as a guideline. But the first thing you want to do is obviously note the most recent highs and the recent lows where markets have shown a willingness to repel from. That's the first thing you want to note, because this is how you identify order blocks. This is how you identify liquidity voids. This is all the beginning frameworks of that. But you need to be able to note those recent highs and recent lows. That's what's been done for you here. Next, you're going to drop down into a 4-hour chart. And those same levels I just noted on the daily chart are shown here. And there's more highs and more lows that come into visibility by doing a lower time frame perspective. We went from, again, the chart was a daily chart before. Now we're looking at those same levels. Just drop down into a 4-hour chart, and those levels will be transposed immediately to what the 4-hour chart shows. Then you go through doing the same thing. You're looking for areas where it's too clean, equal highs and equal lows in close proximity to one another, and you'll look for where the market has moved quickly away from a particular level. When it creates these real big candles or bars, okay, on your chart, you want to note that, because they're going to be influential in your expectations of where price should go and where they should not go. Then you're going to go down to an hourly chart. Okay, in an hourly chart, you're going to be looking at individual days, okay, over a course of 1 or 2 weeks, and you can get the weekly range defined with the hourly chart, and you can look at the intraday highs and lows with an hourly chart. Hourly chart's a really good bellwether chart if you're a short-term trader or a day trader. That's like the daily chart for the barometer, whether you should be a buyer or seller. And we'll teach all those things, all those intricate details will be taught in this mentorship. For now, you're going to be taking all those levels you found on the daily chart and the 4-hour and transposing those to an hourly chart. Now, you want to keep this chart, okay, in this format, separate from all the other charts that I'm going to talk about now. Okay, anything else we talk about in terms of what we're specifically looking for, they don't get utilized on the same chart. You create another chart. So you're going to have 2 individual, independent US Swissy charts. Okay, but you're going to carry the information on 2 separate charts. That way you don't have charts that are too busy, have too many things on there, and you get confused and all kinds of things that we're worrying about. Then you'll create another